Israel was concerned that his factored form for the function in problem 4 didn't look quite right. Well, that makes sense. I mean, look at this thing. X plus 2 minus square root 1, x plus 2 plus square root 1. How do we know that's right? Miriam suggested that he test it out by substituting in some values for x to see if he gets the same points as those in the table. Test your factored form. Do you get the same values as those in the table? All right. Well, our table over here has these numbers, -5 to 4, and values range from 10 to 37. So let's probably just pick like -2 to +2 should be fine. Just make a little table here. Let's put some rows in it. Putting 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom. And we're going to put our x values over here and our y values over here. All right, and over here on the left side, here we're going to put x. Let's go from -2 to +2. And on the right side, these are going to be our y values. And we know that the y values in the table should be 1, 2, 5, 10, and 17. So I'm going to put over on the outside 1, 2, 5, 10, and 17, just so I don't have to go back and check. And in here, in these boxes, we're going to put what we actually get. Now, our factor form said do x plus 2 minus square root of -1. So I'm going to do x plus 2 minus square root of -1. And then this is x plus 2 plus square root of -1. Okay, I'm going to make that y a little bit. There we go. That's more y-ish. All right, so let's plug in some numbers. Start with, pick a different color. Let's do -2 plus 2 minus square root of -1. Put that -2 in there again. Plus 2 plus, oh, sorry. Yeah, plus 2 plus square root of -1. Well, -2 plus 2, that's 0. So I'm going to have negative square root of -1. And then -2 plus 2 is still 0. And this is plus square root of -1. So that's going to be negative square root of 1 times positive square root of 1. Well, negative times a positive makes a negative. And then square root of -1 times square root of -1 is -1. So it's going to be -1, which is 1. Check. Okay, let's try another one. I'm going to use a different color this time. Let's use this one. Let's plug in a -1 here. -1, -1. So I'm going to have a plus 2 minus square root -1 plus 2 plus square root of -1. All right, so -1 plus 2, well, that's 1. So I have 1 minus square root of -1, and then I have 1 plus square root of -1. So this is going to be a difference of squares. So 1 squared is 1. Then I'm going to have minus square root of -1 is square root of -1 times square root of -1. That's square root of -1 squared, which is just going to be -1. So 1 minus -1 is 2, and that one works out also. Okay. Let's plug in 0 this time. Plus 2 minus square root -1 plus 2 plus square root -1. So 0 plus 2 is just 2. So I'm going to have 2 minus square root -1, 2 plus square root of -1. Got this difference of squares going on again. This time I'm going to have 2 times 2, which is 4, minus square root of -1 squared is -1. So 4 minus -1 is 5. If I do this again, whatever, I'll use purple. Let's do 1 1 plus 2 minus square root of negative 1. 1 plus 2 plus square root of negative 1. This 1 plus 2 is going to give me a 3 minus square root of negative 1. 3 plus square root of negative 1. So this 3 squared is going to give me the 9. And then square root of negative 1 is going to get me the negative 1. And it's a difference of squares. 9 minus negative 1 is 10. All right, one more for good measure. Oh, I haven't used light blue in a while. Let's do 2 plus 2 minus square root of negative 1. 2 plus 2 plus square root of negative 1. So I'm going to have 2 plus 2 is 4. So I'm going to have 4 minus square root of negative 1. 4 minus square root of negative 1. So the 4 times 4 is going to get me the 16. And the square root of negative 1 times square root of negative 1 is going to get me the negative 1. This is that's a plus. This is a difference of squares, so I do the subtraction. 16 minus negative 1 is 17. So all of these checked out. Okay.